DJ Incredible. I gotta shout out my dude DJ Incredible. He engineers, he can DJ. He pretty much he made the beat as well. So he made that beat. He also engineered the song, mixed and mastered the song for us. So he's very dope, talented individual, man. DJ Incredible, man, and the whole Credible clan. Shout out to them. We've been moving with them. We did some other singles with them. So I gotta shout out the whole clan. They've been doing their thing, and they actually from like St. Pete. But you know, when people from out of state look at Florida and they think of St. Pete, they just think it's all Tampa. You know what I'm saying? Which it kind of is, but it is another city at the same time, like a barrel in a way. But anyways, for the song, he mixed and mastered the song. The song came out, as you can hear, pretty fucking dope. It was crazy because to even let you know how innovative the song was. As a matter of fact, we made that song about a year ago, and just recently dropped it. And recently, about I think a couple months ago, Beyonce just came out with a song that sounds very similar to this. I'm not gonna say there's copyright infringement there.
You took
it. I might want to.
No.
I might want to look into it, but
you may want to look into that because what song?
She came out with a song very similar, and they were doing a challenge to it, and it blew up.
Are you talking about that song about give me body or something?
I forgot what the name of the song is. I could look it up while we're on the phone. But
all right. Well, before you, because we don't want to take the attention off of you, Beyonce. We all love her. Thank God for Beyonce, but she's not the end of all and we're going to continue to go forward. I love the song, and it's interesting for you to be collaborating with so many various people because prior to that, I just recall you pushing it yourself. So now I notice you have a collective movement going on with a group of people, like the individuals that you have, really supporting you. You and Priceman. Priceman, let us know about him. For those that don't really know him very well, I tried to even look him up. I found him on Facebook, and there's a few things. He even had some music out back in 2012. It's on an old Facebook page of his. And so I see that he's been paying his dues. So what's the connection between the two of you, and why is he so important for you at this point in your career? Correct.
Yeah, shout out to my dude Priceman. Man, this dude, me and him go way back. Like I said, we go back in the day since preschool, you know what I'm saying? So I know this dude for a while, and you know how you lose touch with people, then you end up linking back up with them later in life, and they kind of on the same thing you on. And then it kind of just went from there. We clicked up. He kind of helped out with my movement. We kind of formed a movement together. And then at the same time, we kind of just started running. From there, we started doing shows all over the city. And he's been putting out music for a while. He make a lot of party music. And that's because he's from the South, you know what I'm saying? And we kind of mix well together. So our shows are very innovative the way we do things, because you can hear when the sound is on the song with us together, it sounds crazy, you know what I'm saying? And he can also spit too. It's not like he's just making just twerk music. He can spit too. So it's kind of crazy when we get on the song together.
Gotcha. Now, tell us a little bit about you and some of the up-and-coming events that you have going on. What's going on with you and Priceman? Do you have any up-and-coming shows? What's the deal?
Right now, we're actually in the preparation of shows. We've been doing shows for so long that we kind of started working on the craft. So now we were getting the craft. Yeah, we were kind of putting out more visuals, more songs, more visual, more singles. And now we're going to start focusing on more shows and stuff. But the shows are going to start being out of state. out of the city. So we'll start doing shows in other cities now and start branching off versus, you know what I'm saying, always being in, I hate to say always being in Tampa, but that's where everyone jams our music at in Tampa. So now it's about branching, and that's what the goal is next.
Okay, I like that. So you have a vision, you have a goal, and I see that you're just not giving up, and that's a good thing. Tenacity, just continuing to go forward, and forget the naysayers and the haters, because we all going to have haters.
Correct.
This is your girl, Ty Jones. I want to give everyone another insight on where to follow me. So let's take a short break and a pause for the cause, and we're going to get into where can they follow me. You can follow me on Instagram. It's Love Jones Ty, right? LOVEJONESPIE, okay? Also, Facebook, it's facebook.com/Ty.Jones. Call into the studio, 646-668-2718, and you can listen to the show after the live orchestration and hear it at your leisure. We're listening to some of the music that's from Jay Reed, and it's his remix of, Jay, what's the name of it?
Twerk Work.
It's Twerk Work. I knew what it was. Okay, the Twerk Work. Jay Reed, also tell them, where can they find you?
Yeah, you can find me everywhere. I'm outside, I'm inside, I'm everywhere. I'm online, I'm offline. I'm at YouTube, Jay Reed, Jay Reed, you know. You can catch me on, you can Google me, YouTube, Jay Reed, you know. If you do want to
and
hit
what's
me on
your
Facebook,
Instagram?
Yeah, Facebook, I'm Reed Leo, and then on Instagram, I'm Reed the Great. So I kind of been doing it Reed the Great. I got the artist page as Reed the Great. It used to be Jay Reed, but I did put it as Reed the Great because we're doing great things. You know what I'm saying? So
I like that. Jay.
We keep it going, man. So everybody call me Reed, but
I know, and I think it's because I have a bad. I've always called you Jay. Plus, you know, we grew up together, so I don't want to put out a government name, but yeah, I used to call you by your government name.
Correct.
So let's do this. I want to touch on something because I have a few things that I want to cross over with the show today. And since you're in the studio with me, I want to hear from you as well. There's so many current things that are happening in the world today, and celebrities are chiming back. Rihanna had something very profound to say regarding Donald Trump, and she went on to say, "Okay, Donald, you spelt terrorism wrong, first off, and so before I get into this, Donald Trump, you know, he's the infamous for tweeting." And tweeted regarding the terrorist attacks and the things that occurred with the issue of California, and then just recently the issue that happened in El Paso, Texas. And for those that don't know what occurred, maybe you're not listening to the news, maybe you're not on social media, because some people don't pay attention, but there's yet another within a week, because two terrible occurrences happened. The shooting in California, and then a 6-year-old little boy died. And then the latest, guys, deadly shooting in El Paso, Texas. And what you need to know currently, the victims, 20 people are dead now, and more than 24 are injured after a shooting at a shopping center in El Paso, Texas, authorities say. The suspect shooter, 21-year-old Patrick Cruz, sources tell CNN. And I may be mispronouncing his last name, but the fact that this 21-year-old is out here killing people is just plain ridiculous, in my opinion. It's one of these things where it's terrible. You know, the investigation, federal investigators are treating the shooting as domestic terrorism, U.S. Attorney John Bash said. A deadly day. Within 13 hours of the El Paso shooting, another 9 people were killed in Ohio. So I am just speechless about certain things like that. So let's see what the celebrities had to say, okay? Cardi B, Rihanna, and more respond to Cardi B was like, y'all ain't doing shit. Domestic terrorism enabling president. What you got to say about that? Celebrities are also reacting by saying this, and this is what Rihanna had to say. I'll go back and say what she stated. And her statement, Donald, you spelled terrorism wrong, which he did because, you know, he's infamous for tweeting. And your country had 2 terrorist attacks back-to-back, hours apart, leaving almost 30 people dead, right? Innocent people. This just days after yet another terrorist attack in California where a terrorist was able to legally purchase an assault rifle, AK-47, in Vegas, then drove hours to a food festival in Cali, leaving 6 more people dead, including a young infant baby boy. Imagine a world where it's easier to get an AK-47 than a visa. Imagine a world where they build a wall to keep terrorists in America. And then she goes on to say, my prayers and deepest condolences to the families and the loved ones of all the victims and the communities affected and traumatized. So, Jay Reed, speak to me. Let me know your thoughts on this, because the world we're living in today is just purely. It's in a devastating place. What would you say to that?
Man, it is definitely in devastating times right now. Times is hard. I mean, I never thought I would see things the way they are. I seen something online the other day. It was like I seen something like in other countries it wasn't too many. Like it was 1 or 2 at the most, and then just the United States alone it was over 200 mass shootings just this year. So like it's crazy. I don't know how people are. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I don't know how people are even willing to harm other people or themselves that way. You know what I mean? And think that they're even going to get away with it, or they know they're not getting away with it, so they either kill themselves or they just go to jail. And that's, I don't know, it's just a waste of many lives. You know what I'm saying? Innocent lives, and then I just think it's crazy, man. It's the direction that the way the world's winning, man. I wish things could change. I mean, how to get things to change, I guess, is the real question. How do we curve things to go another way?
I don't have the answer for how do we get things to change, but I definitely have an answer for. I think it comes from, and it sounds so cliche, but I heard this from a Notorious movie, and I love Biggie. Big shout out to Big, rest in peace. But he said, in order to change the world, we got to change ourselves. And correct. I think that is so important, like nowadays. Like, you must be out here doing something positive, something that's going to allow yourself to be a positive influence on the culture. Now we have people such as Remy Ma, Joe Budden, doing State of the Culture. Love the show. Doing amazing things in the hip-hop culture. You have Diddy, amazing entrepreneur, philanthropist, giving back to people, creating jobs upon jobs. And also Uncle Russell Simmons. He's got an amazing impact on our society, hip-hop influencer, hip-hop creator and put out so much